Hello folks! Time once again to do a retro CSS battle. These are daily targets from the past. This is April 16th, April 17th, and April 18th from 2024. I am edging up at 70% of all the daily targets being done. Let's do this one. What is this today? I don't know what this is. I believe I've done this as elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements in the past. Today, that's not what I see. Today, I feel like let's do a linear gradient side to side to start with. So linear gradient, pretty straightforward, right? We start 90 degrees, we start blue, and then we go white. Right, we do and it's blue, white, right? So blue, white, blue, white, blue. So just like this. Blue, white, blue. And we need commas after each one. There they are. Those are the stripes. And then we need numbers, 40%, let's say 0. And let's check and see what that math is. Oh, that's way too much. 30, 31, 32, 31. How about 100Q? 110, 20, 130Q, 31, 32, 33, 34Q. How about 130 pixels? How about 125 pixels? There we go. So then each one of these is probably one like 50, 30 wide, maybe. Is that our number? 40, 50, 60, 70, 75. So each one is 50 more than the last, I think is what that means. So there's not much of a repeat there, right? Like it's just not a repeat. So we add another 50 and we get 225 pixels. And then we add another 50 and we get 275 pixels, just talking out loud so that I get the math right. And that's the start of it. So the question is, do we need a paragraph element? If we do a paragraph element, we can do shadows, right? If we make one element, let's make it. Let's just talk about it. Okay, so we got a height of 100, color pink, and we don't see it because I removed that HTML. So here it is. So if I say with a height of 100 and then aspect ratio 1, because I don't know what the height is, then I get that. So let's use margins to move that into place. Margin 0, 0, 0, 0. And then I'm going to not do height. Am I going to do height? Yeah. So here's what we're going to do. Let's do it in the middle, huh? We'll do the top circle. This one here. And to do that, we'll need 3 margin numbers. How about 50? And then 100. Okay, let's increase that number. 6, 7, 8, great. 10, 20, 30, 40, and then each one of those is 70, 72. There's our circle. Now what's the width? I don't know. Width 20. Oh no, we don't. We need width. We need height. Height 20. Not high enough. How about 40? There it is. All right, so border radius 50%. Boom. And that is our little feller. So if we've got 5 shadows that we need to make. Let's make those shadows. Box shadow 0, what, 50, 100 pixels. There's one. and that's got a color. So how many shadows are there? We go 1, 2, 3 of them are white. So if we do color, then that shadow is like that. There's the first one, and let's do the other white ones. So we'll do minus 100 pixels, 50 pixels, something like that. And then 100 pixels, 50 pixels. That's the other. That's just guessing. And then we got 2 more shadows, blue ones. So what? Minus 50 pixels, 50 pixels, red. There it is. So I know it's not red. I know. We'll use that blue color, and that's a solution. Let's submit it and see if it's 100% match. Is it a lot of code? It's a lot of repetitive code there. Are there other solutions? Yes, there are many other interesting, excellent solutions that can be made. What happens if we minify this down? Do we get a better solution? Do we get a better score? Probably a little bit. That's fine. And we could do, oh, whoa, I ruined it. So my minification code has clobbered one of the color stops. So let's try that again. Because we don't want a 6.4% match. Oh, and that's a better score than I've gotten in the past. So I'm not going to complain at all about my this odd solution. All right, next. What do we got here? Oh, this is a good one. It's so clearly in my head a conic gradient that it's almost weird to think about the fact that it could be anything but. But I definitely am feeling that notion of a well, what about other ways to do it? What about other ways to do it? So let's do other ways to do it. So we're going to use the HTML element and then put something on the body. And then we need to what, do margin 0, and then do height 40 something, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100, 130, 140, 145, 150. And then what if that's a linear gradient? Linear gradient. So side to side, 90 degrees, that color, and that color again. 40%, 0, 60%, 0. Can we get another number? 35, 36, 37, 38, 37.1, 37.1. 0.5, yeah. So 37.5, that is suspiciously a quarter. Let's do 100% pixels, 130, 40, 50. And then that's going to be, what, 250 pixels? Something like that. Let's unit replace and minify, and that is a solution to that problem. Matching the design. And this is another possible solution. I'm a big fan of the conic gradient for this guy, so let's do that as well, and we'll do it all on the body background. And actually, this is on the HTML element, is it? Yes, I think it is. Background conic gradient, which is this color, 75% around. And that 0, and then when I give it a width, oh, 0. If I give it a width, then it will sort of slot into place. So if I add no repeat, I can get the width of that guy. So let's say 250. There it is. And when I let it repeat, it'll expose the fact that the at I've got is wrong. So 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 150. And that's how you get that pattern. Let's submit it and make sure it's 100% match. This is probably identical to whatever I've done in the past. And resubmit. So that's a nice short solution, but it's also a very straightforward, simple pattern. Almost 100, which is a fun score. I can remove the trailing brace. It's not doesn't appeal to me that much. Can we do a different unit here? Q 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65. Let's submit that. Is that one character shorter? Is it a perfect match though? I almost don't want to look at the diff. Yeah, oh, it's over 100, over 800. So that's a nice score. All right, last. Definitely an interesting one with a kind of an attitude there. Let's use that same technique of margins to create a shape. I believe we're going to need 4 margins there, and we're going to need a -8 to remove the error on the element with the top. Right, we got a default body margin, but we need a margin, and we're going to do one like this, and then the second one, a paragraph tag, is going to be flopped upside down and backwards, and we're going to use border radius. So try to call my shot here. All right, so background is this dark color, and then background of this is this a lighter pink. So let's see what we, oh, and it is 100 pixels tall, so that's kind of nice. -8, -8, and then we have 0 margin on the bottom, and we use margins to push that element in, and we'd have box, border box, border radius. Border radius is what we want. So what is that shape? 0, 0, 0, 50, let's call it 5 inches. How about 4 inches? 3 inches, 2 inches, 1 inch. How about pixels? 6, 7, 75. How about 80 pixels? 80 pixels looks right. What if we variabilize that? Var --r or that value, and then the second paragraph tag, which we'll use the sibling selector for. And there's that second one. And that variable is going to be 0, 80 pixels. There it is, but it's not in the right spot. So that margin also needs to be a variable, var --m for that. And it's going to be some value that's very similar to this. --m colon. So probably we're going to need this to be that. No, this needs to be the second number. Yes. So north, east, south, west is how I remember the order of these margins. You just basically a clockwise around the horn there. Okay, so what? 200, 100. Yeah, that's close. Oh, yeah, that's good. 192. 0, 0, and so what is that? 200. Oh, no, no, no. -8. Ooh, so how do I get that over more? So that, I guess this, okay, so this does need to be 192. And that's how we get that shape. Beautiful. So now what we've got left is this radial gradient. Great, circle. And then it's the pink, the lighter pink. And that, and we do the circle keyword because otherwise you would get, so I'll show it to you. There's a circle. If I don't do that, it will adhere to the shape of the container, in this case the body. So we need the word circle, but we don't need 40 pixels, we need a different number. How about 50Q? Oh, look at that. It's not dead center, is it? That's sort of fun. So what did I do? So what have I got going on to make this be a little bit odd? I think that what that means is that this body is getting pushed over. So we could solve that by doing overflow hidden and max height 100%, I think. Oh, 100 VH. PX. So if I do a max height, what, 0? We can sort of fake it. That's kind of crap. All right, we're gonna leave it as is. But just know that what's happening there is that this body, the body tag is getting too tall, which alters where the circle is. It's dead center on our screen of 400 by 300, but when we make it taller, and that second element is doing that, it makes it out of alignment. So if I change that, it moves just ever so slightly because it's accommodating the body. But can we fix that by altering these margins? So the top margin is 100 to move it down. Is the height slightly different? And then 192 and then -8. So how about make that make this -8? That probably would do it. Yeah, that'll do it. So -8 is the negative margin on this second paragraph element, and then that gets us the solution that we want. Unit replace and minify, and that's our solution. That's 3 from April of 2024, and all pretty fun. These are fun ones, fun and quick and really, really lovely to do, and with many choices to do. You could do this one with all backgrounds on the body, and it wouldn't be that tricky to do. All of these are very well understood shapes that you could do one at a time. Super fun. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Make a web page. HTML and CSS are awesome. All right, take care.